So what is Unlock Your Design doing in 2023? Like without all of the explanation, we're focusing on business and we're going into the zodiac signs. So we're going to bring back Business by Design. It's going to be called something different. We're going to be launching that at the end of this month. But what's coming up on the, let's see, what's the date? I should have gotten that. We're doing something called the setup. And the setup is going to premiere on the 17th of this month. So we're gonna open with Aquarius, even though Capricorn was kind of in the beginning of the year. Aquarius is what kind of holds the container for the 41, which is the originator, which is the Rave New Year. So we're going to be starting this series. It's called the Setup Series. This is your 12-month business roadmap. And there's going to be 12 different master classes that we're going to host, where we're going to bring to you those archetypal energies, all the things that Bella just mentioned. We're going to bring those things to you. We're going to talk about the archetypes, but we're going to do it through a lens of business. It's going to be your business roadmap. And so there's going to be 12 of these. It's a big series. And the first one that we're doing on the 17th, that one's going to be $12, and anybody can join. You don't really need to have any astrology understanding. We're going to go into the things and bring in the archetypes that are activated and basically what the sun is activating. And we're going to talk about your allies. We're going to talk about the pitfalls. We're going to talk about the challenges. We're going to talk about how you can utilize these energies in your business. So this is definitely a business focused exploration. You can sign up for one, you can sign up for two, you can sign up for all 12 of them. If you sign up for all 12 of them, it's only going to be $144. If you buy them individually, it's like $264. And so if you feel like, yes, I want to take this journey, I want to get on this rhythm, I want to get on this pacing, I really want to understand how to utilize this for myself, how to set myself up for success, this is going to be the way that you're going to do it. It's a really practical roadmap. If you have a business or a soul-led business, you can utilize any of the information we're giving you in your home, in your business. Obviously, we're going to have more of a business focus, but you don't necessarily have to have a business to be able to come into this. We don't want to say, no, you can't come into this. This is definitely going to be helpful regardless, even if you are beginning a business in 2023. So we're excited about beginning this.
The other thing I want to say about business is what we have discovered through Business by Design and the other courses we've done over the past years. Business is really almost equal as soul expression. So when we're looking in a Jinky perspective, we are looking at the pearl sequence and we're seeing those masculine archetypes that are the main archetypes that we start with, and we can add a lot of different aspects. But that's Mars when he matures in the vocation. It is the culture, which is Jupiter. It is the pearl, which is Jupiter as well. It's about expansion, and it's the sun, is how we shine. So when it comes to business, really, whether you have a business or not, what we are doing when we're saying business, it is the expression of the soul, because we have worked so much with the personality. So the personality is not all the time reacting or collapsing, and all of that Venus work and part of those main shadows that don't allow us to be in core stability in the activation sequence. Once we've done a lot of that work, then the soul can come through, or we could say the true self as well. It depends like how spiritual you want it to sound. The true self can come through, the soul and the personality can work together, and you're ready to express. And really how we are in some way role modeling with Unlock Your Design is that every day we wake up and we want to actually be role models or examples of speaking that truth, of allowing more of what we are to come through. And that's also why every year we have a different path, a different roadmap, because it's something new that wants to come through. We never do the same thing twice. So when we speak about business, to be understand that is our authentic expression that we now are mature enough to bring through. And that also has to do with a lot of that deconditioning process. Or like, what are people going to think? Do I have to open another Facebook account to start speaking this? Like all these things that we have people asking us every day. Most of our coaching clients are people that are in a gap, whether that's more a personal gap, a breakup, a marriage ends, or that is you have been employed for many years and now you're starting your own thing, or you have been a mother or primary caregiver for a long time and now you have more space to do something different. It's not necessarily about the money. It's really about your energy, you penetrating the world with your unique, authentic energy. And that's also where in return you're receiving something that is more valuable for you than if your output is very little and not authentic. What you can get back is like to the level of that, basically.
Yeah. And if we're talking about penetration, we have the neutrino stream that comes directly from our sun that's already penetrating us. And it's important for you to know what is the information there. If you don't take the time to breathe, to tune in, to really understand what's alive, because it's coming into you regardless. These neutrinos are tiny, infinitesimal, yet they hold mass. That mass is dictated and directed by the sun and what it's activating. So right now it's activating gate 54, which is the achiever. And it's in the first line, and it goes from greed to ascension through the pathway of aspiration. So we're coming here live, bringing to you this business-minded focus. The achiever is definitely business-oriented, business-minded. It's going to have that pressure, that root energy to kind of like catapult it forward, to grab the allies that it needs. And we're here to tell you what are the allies that are kind of coursing through you. They want to be utilized, but if you're not asking for help, then you're just going to go on your merry way all by yourself, forcing into a shut door. And you're like, I can't get through this. Yes, you can't get through it because you're not tuning in and really going with the flow. You're trying to go against the flow. So we're going to have for you, let me post this or show you this really quick. We'll post a link for this. This is where you're going to sign up if you are interested in the setup, which is our 12-month business roadmap. You can sign up here and we'll give you the scoop for the additional ones. We're also going to send you to the academy where you can purchase the setup. The setup is the setup for Aquarius season is $12. It's $22 for the rest of them. This is an introductory price. If you want to buy the whole bundle, you're going to get all of the 12 master classes, and that'll be available for you. If you're already on our list, we'll be sending an email out so that you have that link. And then if you want to be in the know for sovereign, when we launch that, this is going to be our business alchemy and impact immersions. And they're going to take us through a good part of this year and next year. So that's something that we're really excited about and inspired about. And that's what Unlock Your Design's focus is going to be this year. And so if you're really interested in what we've been talking about, definitely go on and register for this event so that you can be in the know and know what is the roadmap for you to utilize. If you don't have the map, how are you going to know? You're going to be walking around blind.
Yeah, and as I'm sitting here, Ashley, I'm already getting ideas of the 41, and business is not necessarily about failing or succeeding. It's really the more times that we are going out in the world and anticipating and trying. That's in a way with entrepreneurship, that's the only thing we can really see. The more times you tried before, the bigger possibility for impact and for succeeding you have. So here, in a way, we're all in it together. The world is changing every single day, and what worked before it's not working anymore. So for me, it also feels like a joint discovery, and this is part also of what I feel with Unlock Your Design. We are not always just teaching something. It's a joint discovery of coming in together, and that's why for us it's important of who comes in, because it's that co-creation. And me as a 4/6 especially, and somebody bringing astrology that has the sun in the 11th house in Aquarius season, like this is about doing it together, becoming a movement, joint interest, a vision, a mission for the future. And I believe that that's the kind of community that we are going to need as we are going into sixth line reality, as a lot of things are falling apart, as our individuality becomes important, but we are also a collective. So we are going to need to be around people that have similar values, similar visions, similar direction.
Yes. It's exciting. And you're going to go through iterations and spirals. Like Bella said, where we can't get all of the information right now. Things will land when it lands, and we're evolving constantly. And just like Unlock Your Design, like what we've done together, it just keeps expanding. We did Business by Design once. We've learned a lot of things. We're refining it. We're perfecting it. We're expanding it. And so it's going to be different. And every time we do things, it's different because things can't stay the same. They don't stay the same. Things are meant to be broken down and rebuilt, and things are meant to be improved upon. So I hope that you're doing that and taking those kind of measures in your own life, in your own business. And I know sometimes it's hard to let go of those structures that you're so used to. But when you take a moment to pause and really ask yourself, is this really serving me? Is this really serving my customers? Is this really serving my family? Is this really serving the world? You'll get that answer. And then it's up to you on what you're going to do with that information, because the universe is kind of calling you to evolve, calling you to expand, calling you to ascend. We're in the transit of the 54. Like I said, the programming partner and our evolution is the 53. This is all about expansion, superabundance, and immaturity is, you're not growing. Businesses only grow when the CEO grows. You have to evolve, you have to expand, because at some point it's just going to collapse. Both the business and the person. It's an extension of us. And we got to,
now we are in the cross of penetration, like we were saying. So it's a lot with that conscious side, with the 54 and the 53 of like, how are you going out in the world? But remembering that we have the 57 and the 51 in the radiance and the purpose. So our core stability comes from daring to feel into the form, not collapsing into the unease that we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. That's where we come together. That's why we're daring to feel that agitation in the 51, the shocks that are there. But as we are daring to feel into the form and be with what is, and orient that way, then actually we are going to be able to renew ourselves, to penetrate the world, to create together. So for me, that we're sitting here in the day of the 1-3 self-empowerment of the cross of penetration, that's kind of cool, because we haven't, like you said, been live for so long. And this is the cross and the profile that we are coming live on.
It's perfect. The energy just supports. All right. Well, if you are interested, put a comment in this video and we'll send you some links. We're also going to send an email out to you if you're on our list. And definitely make sure, if you're interested in all of this business focus for 2023 with us, that you sign up to our Business by Design list, so that you're going to be in the know of what's coming, whether it's the setup and maybe Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus, all those different zodiac signs. We're going to have a masterclass for each of them. Or maybe you want to join our more intensive kind of immersion when we launch Sovereign, which is Business by Design 2.0. So if you're curious about that, definitely make sure you're there when we announce the free masterclass that we're going to be hosting. But other than that, I hope you have a lovely wolf moon tomorrow and get releasing and celebrating. It's about harvest too. So look back, harvest, have gratitude, celebrate, go deep, allow things to come up, and we'll be set up for the new moon that's coming, where we get to set intention and plant some seeds. So thank you again.
Thank you.